ọ bụ na egwu asịrị Katabulu na sele, umwaka no katabulu na sele, umwibezelu kene na sele, oh ewo na sele rika. Asili umwibe na sele, oh ewo na sele rika. Asili umuwa na sele, oh ewo na sele ajoka. Nwoke nọkọtabụlụ na sele, ụmụ nwanyị zụkọtabụlụ na sele, ụmụaka nọkọtabụlụ na sele, o ewo na sele rika. na-akọwa na asili erika n'ụwa ife asili na-eme ebuka lokenenu ka ọyị nọ isifu anyị mana asili patafu nsogbu abata lokenenu ka nwanne na nwanne sifu ebi n'udo mana asili patafu nkewa abata lozienu ka di na nwunye sifu ebi n'udo n'ezinụlọ fa mana asili patafu ezinụlọ fa ekewa ya bụ ka anyị zelukene na asili maka na asili na-emebi ife sobodo umi bezelu kene nasele asili nekpo sobodo umi bezelu kene nasele asili nekewa nwanne na nwanne asili nekpo sezinuno asili nekewa inoi umi bezelu kene nasili ewo nasili rika Asiline posopodo umi bezelu kene nasile Asiline posopodo umi bezelu kene nasile Asiline kewa nwanne na nwanne Asiline posesinu no Asiline kewa inoi umi bezelu kene nasile ewo nasile rika Asilia, 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 Asilia.
I'm gonna tell you my story now, and that top run at Port Harcourt, you know. I got a city, a lovely place. Don't regret and to Johannesburg. I haven't got plenty money on me, but I was stranded in Port Harcourt, you know. If I happen to enter in a pop-house apartment, you just have a me. They say they like me, they love me, they love me, they love my beautiful voice. Please sing another song on the song in blue. Please sing another song on the song in blue. I get too many honeys and that's not what I'm looking for. I get too many lips and that's not what I'm looking for. All I want is not but plenty of money for my family. I'm not here for a pleasure trip. I'm only here for a business trip. Tell you my story now, and that happened not but a country, you know. A garden city, I love the place. Don't make my life to Johannesburg. If I happen to enter in a pub house, about 20 girls around me, say they like me, they love.
live in our fatherland. Oh gosh, we cannot find ourselves as a free mankind. Tell me why. Tell me. Freedom, freedom is what we want now. Freedom, freedom is what we need. Freedom, freedom is what we want now. Freedom, freedom is what we need now. They say hunger is the weapon of war. Much atrocity and committed against my people, and still we are struggling, fighting for survival. Oh gosh, can't you hear my cry? The birds on the air, they have their freedom. The fishes in the rivers, they have their freedom. All nations in the world, they have gained their freedom. Why can't Biafra people gain their freedom, Lord? Biafra freedom, freedom is what we need now. Freedom, freedom is what we want now. Biafra freedom, freedom is what we need now. Freedom, freedom is what we want now. Oh gosh. Calling the youth and the nation to set my people free. Calling the League of a Nation to set Biafra free. Calling African Union to talk about my freedom. Calling African Southeast to set my people free. Genocide, I've been committed against my people. Senseless killing, still going across the nation. Oh God, hear my plea. Set us free. We wanna be free now. Freedom, freedom is what we need now. Freedom, freedom is what we want. Freedom, freedom is what we need now. Freedom, freedom is what we want. Yes, until the basic human rights have been equally granted to all, without regard to the race and the color. That will be war everywhere. Until the rights of the poor have been respected with no violation, that will be problem in the world. Because justice has been aborted and miscarried, people are afraid of speaking the truth. I see the teachers in the school, they refuse to teach us the truth. I see the preachers in the churches, I refuse to tell us the truth. Why can't you tell us the truth about Biafra freedom? Why can't you tell us the truth about Biafra freedom? We wanna live in peace and live in freedom, yeah. No violent movement, this is what we want. No violent struggle, Biafra freedom is a must now. So we sing Biafra freedom, freedom is what we need now. Freedom, freedom is what we want now. Biafra freedom, freedom is what we need now. Oh Lord. Freedom, freedom
ya bụbụ egwu ụmụ nkanụ ji emelu ọbụbọ chukwu ha mere ji n'okwu nwamba bụ mmọnwụ ndị iro edeweteweke mbereke namani wedeweke ewudo ga-aga mụsị mbọsị anyị ga-erube ike mba o nyere anyị taba anyị akawa ihe onyinye anyị akaba na ọ bụrụ na taba adịghị n'akawa na ọ na-aga ọkụ n'ime mbereke chinkwe mbereke ngwa nekebe ese nnekwu okwu iwa mba it's all right yeah emechigo m ike edewetewe okwu ihe ego na-eme anyị ebido ụbọ anyị ebido ụbọ wee dewe okwu na owu n'ọkọkọkọkọ ekwe ndị na-aza n'ebe anyị ndị na-aza ọkụkọ izu ekwe ndị na-aza n'ebe anyị ekwe ndị na-aza ọkụkọ izu owoyi iso ma ọnụ ka ọ bụ oluwa dị ka ọ na-ala owoyi iso ma ọnụ ka ọ bụ chinkwe wee mgbawara m egwu ekwewe mgbawara m egwu ndekwa okwu iwa mba ndekwa okwu iwa mba ekwewe mgbawara m egwu edewe edewe anyị ebido ihe ego ekwe ndewe echewe apịa ngwuwe obodo ababịa okolo na-eche okwu edewe usuwa mba ekwe ndowa mara ga-ete ka ngwa umenugwu ihe mbụbụ wa ọgbanje okiwa mba na mbụ mmọnwụ na mbịala eshila oke ọzọ jede kudere m igwe gbewenga ebe nga wee si igwe mbiri ujodo ọga kosha kedu maka sentino baye kolo na-eche okoro ihe ndowa mara ụbọ ndowa mara ụbọ ege ekwuwere m gbachiwoko chịkọ dịla n'iji ndowa mara ụbọ ndowa mara ụbọ ndowa mara ụbọ ndowa mara ụbọ ewe ihe ji oge na-eme n'ụmụ nkanụ ewe ihe ji oge na-eme n'ụmụ nkanụ uwe obodo eche eme n'ụmụ nkanụ uwe obodo eche eme n'ụmụ nkanụ nnamani wee se ndị wapụta ese na n'ise ese n'ise geze tika ngwa gị na mbụ mmọnwụ ndị iro ese na n'ise ọkwa kalaba ka isi ana na ngwa wedewe okiwa mbashere na mmowe mụ nka mbọtọ ebido ogene egwu ụmụ nka n'ahịa ihe edewe edechi ihe ebido obodo ihe ebido ogene ihe ebido ụbọhụ ọkọ na-ege ntị achịwa anwụ wete mmọnwụ ọkọ na-ege ntị achịwa anwụ odosi ihe na-esi ike mmiri o ji egote mgbado ume ihe owe todos gezent shomalago imalago shomalago wete iwamba malago degwu malago egwu mu kanai na mu malago malo na nna metewe oh kende kuwe fula Chico.
Shamalago, 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 Shamalago,
Shamalago,
Shamalago.
Ewe endi sunu newe mu Shamalago.
Shamalago.
Nede webo do wugo gogo kamushi. Eno obi ola wana. Malemeka ugwu obodo. Ewe ndị sola anyị na-aga. Ụmụ kanuminu n'oge ntị. Na mụ bụ nwambata watu wede. Tipi uloko shishama. Ihe m jebela akwa emegi. Mụ na-ewe ihe merụ. Shamalago.
Shamalago.
Angwu webochi.
Shamalago.
Ndị webochi.
Shamalago.
Enu webochi.
Shamalago.
Shamalago. Elo fuwo kana bo. Nam cheze wobodo wudo ba. Nam chi. Obalo ma do bedo lu na ya. Eba ga na ebito eko. Eba bulu mgbe nwa ya totedili. Osina wa ya ga ba go. Umunna ya ejuka. Ewelu mbosi ma so da asa. Oh!
Shamalago. Shamalago. Shamalago.
Bosi umunna ya gedala tando wete wete.
Shamalago. Shamalago.
Umunna ya niile. Nosi na ebi pukidala aka. Uwodalu umunna eba ga ebito eka na eshi na ọbụla. Boya.
Shamalago.
Namushila. Odo ubudo odo wobo. Namubu wata bemba woke nwa. Tibi uloko shishe dobe ọkụ. Ọmalago bụ mgbọwụ. Ndede wede o. Ndede wede o. Shamalago. 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 Nduluko.
Ndulupe. 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 Ndulupe.
Dedi kwade.
Ayawa batoga.
Dedi kwade. Namuna di bebe wa kwasodo.
Ayina di bokwade.
Ewa di ektori ji nadi bokwaru melu. Ewa lugbe nna m mba kpọrọ m shimo obi wamba.
Ayina di bokwade.
Oshi m na-ewe mgbe a na-eme eko. Oshi na-emegide eko m. Ụfọdụ ndị si na ha na-ada. Anasị m nna m mba na ọbụ ọ na-adị.
Ayina di bokwade.
Alele alelo.
Ayina di bokwade.
Na-adị.
Ayina di
Ọ na-adị.
Ayina di bokwade. Ayina di bokwade.
Ndulupe.
Ndulupe.
Ndulupe mu ja chikọba eko. Lokwu iwe mba na-enwe m ndulupe nja chikọba eko.
Ndulupe. Ndulupe. Ndulupe.
Ndulupe mu ja chikọba eko.
Ndulupe.
Ndị ebe weke ugwu mba.
Ndulupe.
Ede kudere m ofu onye m ji aba mba. Ọbaba bụ ugweche. Ka m zute ndị were n'ọkụ.
Ndulupe.
Okwu dịle o. Oge ekwude n'okwu dịle enu. Ọmalụ ngwọ si n'ọkọlọ ngwụ.
Ọmalụngwa shi n'ọkọlọngwa bịa. Ọmalụngwa shi n'ọkọlọngwa.
Todos na-enwe m ọmalụ ngwọ.
Ọmalụngwa shi n'ọkọlọngwa bịa.
Eke okwu iwa mba na-ewu.
Ọmalụngwa shi n'ọkọlọngwa bịa.
Na m teze ugwu oko mba.
Ọmalụngwa shi n'ọkọlọngwa bịa. Ọmalụngwa shi n'ọkọlọngwa bịa.
Ọmalụ ngwọ si n'ọkọlọ ngwọ.
Ọmalụngwa shi n'ọkọlọngwa bịa.
Ugwu wa mba ndị mmadụ wee dị.
Ọmalụngwa shi n'ọkọlọngwa bịa.
Na mụ na-adị Igbo kwade.
Anyị na-adị Igbo kwade. Anyị na-adị Igbo kwade. Anyị na-adị Igbo kwade.
Iwa mba nwowe Igbo kwade.
Anyị na-adị Igbo
Umenu gwego ni wakana kwa mudo wobodo muda ba. Yemne geto tole kabunda mech. Kantu ni na mech. Amando sola yenaga. Ema lobe la wobodo. Una chifu igweshi no n'orie. Mama ni we de wobodo. Eke gbu wobodo muda koko. Iye da mama ki wamba buna bu wo bante.
Namcheze ugu wamba wede wego nangu wobo wede bo ndulupa ija chiko bebo
Chiko beko Omalongwa shino kolongwa ta Omalongwa shino kolongwa ta Omalongwa shino kolongwa Omalongwa shino kolongwa Heartbeat mix. Ya bụbu egwu ụmụ nkanụ ji emelu ọbụbọ chukwu ha mere ji n'okwu nwamba bụ mmọnwụ ndị iro edeweteweke mbeleke namani wedewe ụdọ ga-aga mụsị mbọsị anyị ga-erube ike mba o nyere anyị taba anyị akawa ihe onyinye anyị akaba bụ na ọ bụrụ na taba adịghị n'aka nwa na ọ na-aga ọkụ n'ime mbeleke Chinkwe mbeleke Wane kebese Nekwoku iwamba It's alright Yeah, mechukamike Edewete woko Yego mbeleke Ayebidu bom Ayebidu bo wede woko Wudo koko Kwendo naza ne bayi naza ọkụkọ izu kwendo naza ne bayi kwendo naza ọkụkọ izu owo izu ma ọnụ ka ọ bụ olùkọ́ni kọ́nà owo izu ma ọnụ ka ọ bụ olùkọ́ni kọ́nà tí nkwewe mgbawara m egwu nkwewe mgbawara m egwu nekwopi wa mba nekwopi wa mba nkwewe mgbawara m egwu edewe Aye bidodo Yego The brende we se wapia Mungu woko da babia Kolonde choko
Fear before our enemies. We have sworn an oath to restore Biafra, or we die in the process. There will be no retreat and no surrender. If the option they give to us is to seek our restoration by violence, every living thing living in the zoo will be destroyed. All the animals will be destroyed. It's a promise and a pledge we are making to them. They must understand that we just don't love our country. We are fanatical about Biafra. We will do everything humanly possible to ensure that Biafra comes. It is either the flag of Biafra is raised up or I am lowered into the grave. One of the two must happen. It is better for this heaven and this earth not to exist than for Biafra not to come to pass. We dedicate it into the hands of Chukwu Abiyama, the creator of the heavens and the earth, because only him decreed that we should exist as a race, and only him has the say to decide and to determine if we are to survive or not. We don't rest our hopes in any man.
We don't believe that any country can do anything for us. We are going to reaffirm our faith in the supremacy of the creator of the heavens and the earth, Chukwu Abiyama, upon to whom and in whom every glory and honor belongs to. That's why we worship him and nothing else and no other. We worship the one true living God. That is who we worship. That is why we were created. We are not like any other people. We have been chosen by Chukwu Abiyama to serve him. We have been chosen by the creator of the heavens and the earth that we may serve him. That is why in our names it contains every praise imaginable. Every praise imaginable to the Most High is contained within our names because we are very special people. We are here to reaffirm and reiterate that. We are here to ensure that this very march towards our freedom cannot be hindered. Any obstacle on our way, real or imagined, man or woman, adult or child, anything it is, once you are an impediment to the restoration of the sovereignty of Biafra, you will be destroyed completely and totally in every way imaginable. We do not forgive. There is no forgiveness in our dictionary. We are here to ensure that the death of 3.5 million people is not forgotten. It is to them that I owe every ounce of loyalty and obligation. They are not here to offer any advice or to ask us to forgive Gowon. They are not here to ask us to forgive Haruna. They are not here to ask us to forgive the Yoruba people and the Awolowo family. The reason why we exist is to ensure that their memory, that they can never ever be forgotten, that their memory will linger on forever, that as long as man walks this earth, this world will remember the 3.5 million people that they killed, men and women that did nothing, children that were innocent. Their only crime is to be blessed by God. That is the only crime they have committed. As those children were being slaughtered, as they were being starved to death by a very wicked and cruel world, spearheaded by Awolowo, everybody looked on and did nothing. Instead of them to help us, they ensured that our absolute blockade from land, air, and sea was absolute, that we may die, that the children of God may die. But lo and behold, Chukwu Abiyama determined that we cannot die, that we cannot perish, because we are his own. Despite all our iniquities, despite all our sins, he made us in his image. He gave us that very edict to worship him, and that is what we do every blessed day on this radio station, without fail and without the fear of any human being. Talk less of an animal in the zoo. We are here to worship Chukwu Abiyama. For those who don't understand what Chukwu Abiyama means, he is the creator, the supreme creator of the heavens and the earth. And to him we owe everything that we are. And upon him and to him does every honor and glory belong to. This is Radio Biafra. As I wait the barrister to join me, we must once again welcome you wherever you are, across every surface of, without fear before our enemies. We have sworn an oath to restore Biafra, or we die in the process. There will be no retreat and no surrender. If the option they give to us
as lamentation or complaint, I am only trying to prepare our people for what is to come. You are being prepared for what is to come. The time has come to separate the chaff from the wheat itself. Our march is very, very near. The enemies are trembling, they are quaking, they are doing all they can to try to stop us. But they have failed very woefully, and they will continue to fail. But I want to tell you that we are getting attacks from everywhere all over the world. And very soon, they will buy over some of you. They will buy some of you over. The spirit of Yasika and the Ifajuna are still in some of you. When the time comes, they will buy you over. I am not doing this program tonight to ask all of you to be strong. I am doing it to remind you, not that if they succeed in buying you over, you're not going to stop what we are doing. You can't. You cannot. Not in a trillion years. But I need you to appreciate one very simple fact. That at the end of this very race, every As lamentation or complaint, I am only trying to prepare our people for what is to come. You are being prepared for what is to come. The time has come to separate the chaff from the wheat itself. Our march is very, very near. The enemies are trembling, they are quaking, they are doing all they can to try to stop us. But they have failed very woefully, and they will continue to fail. But I want to tell you that we are getting attacks from everywhere all over the world. And very soon, they will buy over some of you. Some of you, they will buy some of you over. The spirit of Yasika and the Ifajuna are still in some of you. When the time comes, they will buy you over. I am not doing this program tonight to ask all of you to be strong. I am doing it to remind you, not that if they succeed in buying you over, you're not going to stop what we are doing. You can't. You cannot. Not in a trillion years. But I need you to appreciate one very simple fact. That at the end of this very race, everybody will testify that indeed Chukwukika, the same God of Israel, of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the same God of Ehiri in Aguleri, the same God of Umweri, the same God of Ora-Eri, the same God of Owe-Eri, the same God of Arochukwu. Let's if you look at the true God, one true God, you will know that indeed, not only is he omnipotent, that same God is the owner of this very agitation. No human being can stop it. We have enemies, and we need to be very, very careful, both within and without. Very, very careful. The next 2 weeks will be very pivotal. Next 2 weeks will be very, very important in the life, or should I say, in this very mission that we have embarked upon. The devil will do everything. And you are going to watch spectacularly how we are going to destroy and shame the enemy. And at the end, every glory and adoration will belong to God and not to man. Now let us go and tell you what is happening that some of you do not understand. I want those of you who are hardcore, those who were chosen before you were born. There were some people who were chosen before they were born to agitate for Biafra restoration. This is a message for you. Those who from their mother's womb they were born to do this very work. You must be very, very strong. Because Biafra will open the eyes of black people all over the world. Because Biafra will mean that blacks from America, blacks from the Caribbean, from Southern America, they will all flood into Africa. It will be like the time that Yeshua was born. Biafra is like a light, a beacon. They will follow it. They will say, let us go and see what is happening there. That is what these neo-colonialists do not want. They don't want Biafra to come. I am telling our people so they understand. The mountains, I didn't say one mountain, the mountains in front of us that we need to overcome. And for us to overcome it, we need to be very strong mentally, mental strength. Just like when you're doing anything in life, and it appears as if you are being buffeted from everywhere. That is the time that you no longer rely on willpower or your muscles. You go to your brain to endure and to persevere and to keep going until you overcome. That is the stage we are in right now. To make sure that our brain is in gear to confront everything the Janjaweed has to throw at us. We don't have money. Their budget is over $20 billion to fight us. They can bribe Facebook. They can buy them off. They can do anything they like. They can come to some of you and bribe you off. They can promise you what you've never had before. They can give you maybe a house in Dubai. They can promise you a vehicle. They can tell you, oh, we'll make you vice president. They can promise you anything to make sure that you're like them. But this very IPOB, this very hardcore is not going to move. And I will tell you why we can't move. As lamentation or complaint, I am only trying to prepare our people for what is to come. You are being prepared.
Not fear before our enemies, We have sworn an oath to restore Biafra, or we die in the process. There will be no retreat and no surrender. If the option they give to us is to seek our restoration by violence, every living thing living in the zoo will be destroyed. All the animals will be destroyed. It's a promise and a pledge we are making to them. They must understand that we just don't love our country. We are fanatical about Biafra. We will do everything humanly possible to ensure that Biafra comes. It is either the flag of Biafra is raised up or I am lowered into the grave. One of the two must happen. It is better for this heaven and this earth not to exist than for Biafra not to come to pass. We dedicate it into the hands of Chukwu Abiyama, the creator of the heavens and the earth, because only him decreed that we should exist as a race, and only him has the say to decide and to determine if we are to survive or not. We don't rest our hopes in any man. We don't believe that any country can do anything for us. We are going to reaffirm our faith in the supremacy of the creator of the heavens and the earth, Chukwu Abiyama, upon to whom and in whom every glory and honor belongs to. That's why we worship him and nothing else and no other. We worship the one true living God. That is who we worship. That is why we were created. We are not like any other people. We have been chosen by Chukwu Abiyama to serve him. We have been chosen by the creator of the heavens and the earth that we may serve him. That is why in our names it contains every praise imaginable. Every praise imaginable to the Most High is contained within our names because we are very special people. We are here to reaffirm and reiterate that. We are here to ensure that this very march towards our freedom cannot be hindered. Any obstacle on our way, real or imagined, man or woman, adult or child, anything it is, once you are an impediment to the restoration of the sovereignty of Biafra, you will be destroyed completely and totally. In every way imaginable. We do not forgive. There is no forgiveness in our dictionary. We are here to ensure that the death of 3.5 million people is not forgotten. It is to them that I owe every ounce of loyalty and obligation. They are not here to offer any advice or to ask us to forgive Gowon. They are not here to ask us to forgive Haruna. They are not here to ask us to forgive the Yoruba people and the Awolowo family. The reason why we exist is to ensure that their memory, that they can never ever be forgotten, that their memory will linger on forever, that as long as man walks this earth, this world will remember the 3.5 million people that they killed, men and women that did nothing, children that were innocent. Their only crime is to be blessed by God. That is the only crime they have committed. As those children were being slaughtered, as they were being starved to death by a very wicked and cruel world, spearheaded by Awolowo, everybody looked on and did nothing. Instead of them to help us, they ensured that our absolute blockade from land, air, and sea was absolute, that we may die, that the children of God may die. But lo and behold, Chukwu Abiyama determined that we cannot die, that we cannot perish, because we are his own. Despite all our iniquities, despite all our sins, he made us in his image. He gave us that very edict to worship him, and that is what we do every blessed day on this radio station, without fail and without the fear of any human being, talk less of an animal in the zoo. We are here to worship Chukwu Abiyama. For those who don't understand what Chukwu Abiyama means, he is the creator, the supreme creator of the heavens and the earth. And to him we owe everything that we are. And upon him and to him does every honor and glory belong to. This is Radio Biafra. As I wait the barrister to join. You don't know what it means. Most of us do not understand what it means to be a Biafran. You have not seen anything yet. I was kidnapped. I was beaten, I was spat at, my clothes were ripped from my body. Women urinated and poured it on me because of Biafra, so that they may humiliate me to such a point that I will not talk about Biafra anymore. They videoed me. Masop has a video of me where they were beating me, dragging me on the floor, tearing my clothes because I spoke the truth. That did not stop me from talking about Biafra. It did not stop me from taking Radio Biafra to Enugu. It did not stop me from broadcasting Radio Biafra from Nnewi. It did not stop me from broadcasting Radio Biafra from Onitsha, from Owerri, from Aba, from Port Harcourt. I am resolute. I don't retreat. Never. Nigeria has put me in detention before. Solitary confinement. It did not stop me from preaching Biafra. How about an imbecile? Some we are talking. How can that affect me? If those that kidnapped me and nearly killed me did not stop me from doing Biafra, how about an imbecile hiding somewhere? People must know who I am. I am destructively stubborn. You see, Biafra is going to come. You don't.
Ọ bụ na egwu asịrị. Ọ bụ na egwu asịrị.
Good evening, fellow comrades and lovers of freedom across the globe. This is a bit late night tonight, and I'm welcome you wherever you are on this surface, on this planet. As you have heard our leader's voice this evening, this is something every single one of us must ponder into. And my name is Amaze George Izuchukwume. I reside here in United Kingdom as one of the principal servants of indigenous people of Biafra. Here in United Kingdom and North London, coordinator to be precise. And today it is 17th day of November, year of our Lord 2023. And is 19 minutes on top of the hour here in United Kingdom. 9 p.m. presumably. 19 minutes, 20 power, 19 minutes on top of 10 p.m. in Biafra, in the Holy Land of Biafra. As I welcome you, please welcome others. This is late night program this evening, as we are mandated to serve heaven, as our leader have proclaimed. Everything that is happening today, when you have spoken about it, no mistake, make no mistake about it. Mazen Nanakani knew, and where he is today, he knew what was going to happen. That is his choice. But those that superheaded to make sure it was handed over to the enemy, just like they sell Yahushua, the Judas and the Brutus of our times, those that sold Mazen Namdekanu tonight is another episode. This is the 003. That is the episode 3 if you want to use that word, or 003 as it suits you. We will continue to expose and to educate Biafrans specifically on the journey of those that sold our leader because they gave us figure $9 million US. We never asked for this. And they told us and we made a promise to them that we must keep. We will continue to expose Chike Doziem and his cronies, those that were supposed to know better. The remnant of 2015 was the ones that were the canker ones within IPOB. They emerged, they surged out on 2021. But we are here to repel them as we did in 2015. It is a matter of time. We are not going anywhere. Tonight is another episode, like I said, it's 003 episode 3 of Who Sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for $9 million US. Tonight, I'm going to play a couple of voices. Before I proceed, it's a tradition that we actually show you what started and what brought us to where we are. It's very, very important that we will always make this open. And for so many of us, as our leader has cried over the years, that our people are domiciled and imbecilic. Now, what I'm going to do tonight is that I'm definitely going to read a chunk of the memo, the guidance principle, the falsified guidance principle that Ejiofor concocted and passed over to Rita Eze-Isi that brought all the problem we have in IPOB. We must always visit that particular paper before we dive into those that told us how much they sold our leader. All we are asking is that those that sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should tell us who sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and how much it was sold was $9 million. Where was the money paid into? The chief negotiator, which is the faceless China Sanwo-Olu, was the one. And I will play his voices like it's a tradition. Everything we say in this platform, Biafra Alpha Power Media, is here specifically on issue that concerns IPOB. This is not Biafra Radio, for avoidance of doubt. As we broadcast through the Biafra Radio Facebook page, is an opportunity and is a privilege, but we are here to do justice to things that concern IPOB, not in our national radio. So like I said, before I proceed, I always like to bring your brain back because I know that you are domiciled. You guys are very weak. We don't think. Let me read the second paragraph on that guidance principle that we, open door for me to go into what I want to say. I'm going to keep this program short because we are coming on air tomorrow again with the Italian family. So we definitely have to come on air tomorrow again to continue with the menace in Italy. The murderer himself, China Sanwo-Olu, threatening to kill Italian national coordinator is on record. And we'll continue with it. Like I said, this is the second paragraph on the so-called the guidance principle. What is it called? The so-called the former crooked lawyer Ifeanyi Ejiofor. And where I'm going to read is, very, very important on E, because if I go from D said, account statement, spreadsheet, donor list, or any IPOB document must be given to IPOB assets and funds recovery officer when demanded, or else the account will be audited and closed if there is any misappropriate of IPOB fund. But they are the ones that came to steal. They never done anything. These are individual. And this particular position was not meant open. There are so many chemistry that our leader had, but once Onion do, they found that they sold our leader, they all jumped into because their target was to stifle IPOB finance. And where interesting thing is on E. E says every fundraising activities must be approved by the IPOB Finance and Audit Department until further notice. That's a decree. F said Rita Eze-Isi is a deemed and authorized representative. This is where the whole thing gets soggy. Has the authority to manage all financial operation, sign, execute, and contract in the name of IPOB, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, and Mazen Nnamdi Kanu without any further authorization by Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And I will stop it there. This document I have here is a massive document. If I might tell you, this is where the 747,000. This is the document that all the things they did, the money they stole in IPOB. This is where he is. The lady that Latina Marquetas, our former U.S. National Financial Secretary, did it extensively. All these things were sent to Chike Edozie. Chike Edozie did nothing because Chike Edozie was part of it. So this was the document, and even IPOB North American, this is the vote of no confidence on Chike Edozie. This document was in we've done a program concerning this before, so I think it's out there for anybody to grasp. Now I'm going to move forward, and tonight, like I said, who sold Mazen Nnamdi Kanu for $9 million? This is a $1 million question that they brought this to our attention. We never asked this question. They brought into our question, and this is our right to analyze it. But there's something I want to bring you to tonight. Some of you didn't understand because a couple months ago, there was a time there's a particular picture that surfaced online. Chike Paul Edozie, the enemy at the gate, the monster himself, went to Tanzania. I want to show you the picture. And some of you, I don't know if you're conversant with Tanzania. Tanzania is East Africa, and it has a common border with Kenya. Kenya was where Onyendu was kidnapped. The question you should be asking is this: what is Chike Edozie doing in Tanzania? And what kind of, because I'm going to read, they have their earwax they're using to propagate. This guy that lives in Ivory Coast, they're called Emeka Gift. No, not Emeka Gift. Yeah, that's a family writer. And this Rapture Media, or whatever they call it, because that is this is a personal business. The guy that they allowed to be streaming to IPOB platform, even when Onyendu was there. Chukwudi Oforma made it known that's what they are using now. This is the propaganda station, which is Rapture Media. They're projecting. They have some riffraff there. They don't even know they are ref on it, right? But having said that, my interest is this. A question you should be asking is this: what did Chike Edozie want to do in a neighboring country that Onyendu, East Africa, should be no go area for IPOB, in quote? I remember when China Sanwo came on Radio Biafra, we should go and protest in Kenya embassy. We went. Then they were following whatever they told us because we're following due process, which is command and control in IPOB. Here in United Kingdom stayed the most dangerous. The day we went to Kenya embassy in central London, Uhuru Kenyatta was in the embassy that day. The man had to be, they smuggled him out. We dealt with them that day in the embassy. It's on record. Is it go to UK media? The day we went to Kenya embassy, that's no country that have taken the move that UK took the day we went there. It was remarkable. But all this momentum, where is it today? You know what I mean? So this monster went to Kenya, and this is Rapture Media posting it. This is what they say. Just in. It is a great privilege for IPOB Tanzania and the Igbo community in Tanzania to host. When we told you that this guy does not represent IPOB. And moreover, the question is this: what is he doing in Tanzania? Tanzania and Kenya. I can pull up the map here and show you. You could see it's there. You could see Kenya and Tanzania. This common border that is what is breaking these two countries. And he went to Tanzania and they're ascribing Igbo community. Why would you ascribe Igbo community? IPOB is not about Igbo. This is the problem. Our kit and kin, we always say that we are dominant. At the end of the day, you can't blame them because the attitude, the body language, all this whole thing was a personal. Probably went there like they went in 2021 to go and collect money about the election. I will come to that tonight. But nobody paid attention or asked question. What was Chike Edozie doing in Tanzania? And nobody touched him in Tanzania. And even he pulled a picture. The head of Directorate of State went to Tanzania and he was not kidnapped. And he posted the picture. He was not kidnapped an IPOB. Have you sat down and asked yourself a question? Chike Doziem traveled to Tanzania, literally Kenya. He was not arrested or kidnapped. But, they posted it as they're trying to confuse some gullible one, the diplomatic in Tanzania. He joking me. Now, I want to read what they posted for avoidance of doubt. And now, before I will leave you to go and ask this question, this is where who sold Mazen Nnamdi Kanu for 9, because they're still going around collecting the remnants they still left. Because the money was run out into this country and connection they used to do all this dirt. They want to still revisit them because he went there, don't want to touch him. But you actually posted picture, they put it on social media. Because this thing, any country you go, before you enter that country, people know, people that came to pick him there, but there's no Biafran flag on the picture here. What they say, Igbo community. So, and it's still IPOB there. I never had IPOB in Tanzania before, if I'm not mistaken. But I will read what they wrote. Now, it is a great privilege for IPOB Tanzania and the Igbo community in Tanzania to host the IPOB Worldwide Head of the Directorate of State, Chike Doziem, and Mas Joseph Egewi, IPOB East Africa representative, for their visit to Tanzania. This visit has boosted the morale of Biafrans and the Igbos community in the East Africa region, and we pray that Chukwu Kabiama will continue to guide and protect the leadership of IPOB as they continue the diplomatic onslaught against the Nigerian government for the release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and restoration of Biafra. This is bollocks. Chike Doziem didn't go to Tanzania to anything that concerning Mazen Nnamdi Kanu or Biafra. He was there on his personal business because this is how they sold Onyendu. If Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped in Kenya, then how much more Chike Doziem going to Tanzania? And he went there and he gathered with his vultures, because these are, if this has to do with IPOB, is there any of them here wearing anything that signify IPOB? If he has a Biafran flag, probably he put it where he's taking this picture, but it was not touched. I'll allow you to go and judge it, because it's very, very important that everybody open their eyes. And this is the question we are asking, because their backing dog was the one that told us that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was sold for 9 million, or sold for 9 million. And we are asking this question: who sold Mazen Nnamdi Kanu for 9 million? But the reason why this program must go on is that we will be exposing and telling you. You remember the time Aba massacre happened? A lot of people think Aba massacre was probably they couldn't take it, because Chisom Dream is in UK today. They pushed her to Nottingham, compensation of selling out Paramende, and they killed them. China Sanwo said he sent someone to Kenya about Onyendu case, and he was killed there. He never told you who that person was. Just, these are the words that come out of his mouth we have on tape. It's not me saying it. I don't say anything he did not say. Anything I'm saying here, I have to get it out of them. That is why Chike Doziem, he went to Kenya. When was the last time he heard this animal speak or said anything concerning Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? But what he's doing, every avenue to make sure he frustrated Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. That is why I play the voices I play tonight. And anytime I come on air, I'll be playing those voices to remind you that our leader, where he is today, is his choice. It's not because of me and you or anybody forced it to him. It's a decision that he has made and make sure that Biafra will be restored. So now, before I go forward again, and tonight, what I want to do is that the question is a fundamental question. I'm still going to start playing voices now of those that reportedly sold Mazen Nnamdi Kanu for 9 million. Is a fundamental question, and this question must continue, and we will ask for the answer. This is a record to prove, because nobody asked the question. They were the one running Helter Skelter. They're the one that sold Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. They're the one that came back asking, telling us how much they sold, and the activities between how Onyendu was sold. It is bizarre. Let's listen. As he goes forward, I will explain. And then again, before I go forward on this issue, the last time I was with the Italian family, I tried to play the audio of the sham they did in Italy, wasting our fund. We contributed for BTV over the years, sending that money in Italy, without knowing that these people have no vision. The world we are living today, nobody wastes money. It's only people that depend on media house. We are freedom fighter. We are static. We move around. So there is no need for you to go and rent a room or apartment anywhere, paying 650 euro every month as a studio. And what is that studio bringing into IPOB? But you guys allow someone that monetizes page, Jackson, that lives in Italy, Rapture Media, individual using IPOB to make fortune. It doesn't work. He sat down, using the blood of Biafrans. None of our platform is monetized for avoidance of doubt. None of our former Facebook account, Biafra Radio, Biafra, was over 1.8 million before Facebook disabled that account when they disabled my own account in 2016, if I'm not mistaken. And there was a reason Onyendu said we will not monetize any of our platform because IPOB could have been making fortune. But what did they do? Chukwu, your form, allowed an individual. I spoke to that guy, and I remember that I was talking to him one time with this idiot that lives in Germany. We're in a video call. The environment where this guy is doing this thing, I thought the guy lives in Africa because all the time he said the man on the ground. I didn't know that this guy lives in Italy. Very, very hazard environment. There are more dirty computers everywhere. Right? So now, what I'm saying is this. People need to understand where we are coming from and where we are. Because at the end of the day, the last thing we want is people making money out of the agony and blood of our people. This is what we stand against. That's why Onyendu mandated that we shall contribute that money. That is the pain we must feel. Even when Radio Biafra transmitter was meant to buy in 2014-15, somebody offered to buy that. Onyendu refused, rejected that money. And he said everybody must contribute. I think it's about 110,000 pounds. If I'm not mistaken, it was bought here. The UK former national coordinator and what is he called? This is our, what is he called again? I forgot that guy's name. But it was Festus and Ekwe that actually loaded it in container. And that transmitter get to the zoo. That was why Benjamin the Mad Book is involved, because he was kept in his house. And when they are pressuring our leader that Onyendu didn't buy the transmitter, Onyendu told them, I bought it and this is why it is. Rita and Ibog, they were the one that actually tell the what is it called, the DSS where the transmitter is. So they are paying 670 euro in the so-called office where the BTV. Imagine they say BTV, and now they are launching. The question you should be asking us tonight, what is that TV going to? What is it going to attribute to Biafra restoration and release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? You have Radio Biafra that are bastardized. What you do there is to come there to call name, going off key of things that didn't concern IPOB. You're not talking about how Onyendu is going to be released. Now they're saying that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is accusing the zoo. Anytime you see them making any assertion, that assertion is their wish. I haven't seen that news, and I saw it flashed, but I have not where it's coming from. But anytime you see their hero at saying something, when you see them saying, "Oh, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is accusing the Nigerian government," they want to hold him indefinitely. That is their wish. They have rumored Onyendu was going to die. That doesn't wash. Now they are restless. They are apprehensive. They don't know because they don't get any information. They don't visit Onyendu. They don't know nothing. Anything that's saying online is out of now Ejiofor. When was the last time you see a Ejiofor writing episode? When they told Ejiofor he was sacked, he was running his mouth. He said he was going to that Ejimako have closed the Rubicon. We were waiting for him, but no, he was nowhere to be found. So I want to put up something here because I remember Italian national coordinator saying that Patrick Inkem, how did I get in contact with Patrick? Was through Maz's age. I never know him from
representative IPOB national coordinator.
I never know him anywhere because I remember the last time they came on air I tried to play this audio, but it didn't play. This is the shenanigan they call BTV. They are going to open tomorrow. For those of you that are naive, I'm advising some of you that live in Italy. They hijack Italian account, but I'm not commenting on it because the people that Italians are going to deal with them on their own way. But what I'm saying is that anybody anywhere telling you, I remember when we have BTV in Biafra land, we in UK here, I remember we bought phone. I can't remember how many phones we bought for them. Then send back home. We did. Because we've been supporting from day one. I remember all this Austin, Kika Austin, all this guy. There was another lady then. They were doing BTV back then in Biafra land. We supported them, UK here. We made a project one time. I think we sent about 7 phones or so. For them, all of them individual. We gave them phone then. Now, my reason why I'm commenting on this is that I remember the Italian National Coordinator, Maz Ogoro, said that this Patrick Kinkem does not contribute any dime in Italy. He is the one that running his mouth about Onyendu's family. I don't know him. I remember one time he invited me in his program. I told him I'm busy. Because why am I going to be talking with him? From day one, I knew he has got nothing to offer. I said, I'm busy. I never go. He can satisfy to that. I don't want to come to your program. The rapture media was because of Mazes Eji. Immediately they dealt with Mazes Eji, I told the idiot in Germany that I don't defend individual. Straightforwardly. Then they thought they know what they are doing in the media. But here we are. You're paying 670 euro monthly for so-called, it's not an office. I will have office, we'll move our office after what happened in Victoria, Spain, Omiomio regime. Now we'll have our office in Germany, approved by our leader. Now you say you have Riazin office, which is Kidimanworu was the person that is in Kinasanworu was the person, assistant. Is the person now they're paying 670. Who is contributing this money? And our people are dying back home. What is this going to serve for IPOE and Biafra at large? This is where because what they go is where they contribute money. See Austin Alban and this nitwit. These are the criminals, these monsters. I have a lot of his voices. With time, I'm going to play it. Numerous meetings we held. This man is disgusting. Austin Alban is the most devilish human being I ever come in contact with. Everything that happened in Europe, Austin Alban masterminded it. He doesn't talk, but he's a devil. These people are evil. I never knew that these people can be this callous. But like Italian National Coordinator said, I want to listen to you to see. This is the picture of so-called TV. Conventional TV, who watch it these days? No one have time for that. No one watch conventional TV. Orthodox TV, no. Social media have taken over. Podcast, what I'm doing here. You do whatever you want to do on your own time. So why in the hell are you spending 670 euro monthly? That is close to over 800,000 naira. People are dying. If you send this money to our people that are locked up in prison to feed them, it's nothing. Radio Biafra, you guys have hijacked. What are you doing in Europe? That's nothing you do there. Instead of gossip and calling people name, and anybody you mention their name, it either the zoo hunt them down or use your dead man's sword to go and kill them. This is what you guys are doing. I want to comment on this.
It's my pleasure to have you, Biafrans all over the world. It's also my pleasure to have the European representative, IPOB National Coordinator, Italy, and Mazi China Sanworu, whose video is not showing.
Can you see how idiotic and very backward this guy's video is not showing? Because he can't show his face. But he has no balls. I have personal chat with this idiot. He has no balls. But we have his picture all over the place. He can't run, but he can't hide. Kidimanwaro lives in Italy. He doesn't live in space. So all this nonsense he's doing and his family member are living in Barrack is just a matter of time. Like I said, any man that lives in a glass that does not throw stone, he might be acting Capone when you're hiding. But things will turn around rapidly, very important. He wouldn't show his face because he's a coward. Because this is their, he is the one, they are the one that concocted this, because the only way they are looking, where can they move money? It's about money. As we're going to continue with, their menace in Italy tomorrow with the Italian family again. We'll continue with another voice again is coming up tomorrow for avoidance of doubt. But he said that his video is not showing. Why his video is not showing? He didn't tell us why. And he didn't ask him why. Why can't he put this video on? This is why all of you are going to die miserably. All of you.
But I would like us to share this program. If you are following us for the first time in a long while, we haven't broadcasted on BTV, but we are just test running the BTV Europe launch, which will be coming on the 18th of November 2020.
The question you'll be asking them is that, what is the importance of this BTV? It's an internet. So why do you need BTV than what you are doing here now? You're going to connect it in satellite, people watch it in dish, isn't it? They listen to the Radio Biafra. What difference will you be saying there? What program are you going to create to different from what you're saying now? Playing people's voice? Is it what you're going to play there? By wasting over 800,000 to 900,000 naira every month that people contributed their hard-earned money. For what? While you can build it with less than 200 euro or less than that and still manage it. This is the money. We're not talking about the laptop they buy for you guys or all that, or the share you buy on to furnish the place. We're talking about the money, because the amount of money that I put in this so-called studio, they say is a project. He asked them, before you embark on any project, there's an end zone. What do you mean to achieve to propagate what? Other than what you're saying in Biafra Radio or what you're saying on social media on a daily basis, because you guys stream through Rapture Media. So what kind of TV are you talking about? I don't understand. Are you guys normal?
And from the liaison office of the indigenous people of Biafra in Italy, Padova, we are coming to you live at this point in time. With me is the European representative, Mazi Osinabanyim. Mazi Osinabanyim, you're welcome to the program.
Anyway, to be fair, I don't really want to listen to any of this.
You are muted. Can you please unmute?
I just wanted to comment on it, but to be honest with you, I can't stand this animal that call Austin Albani. If his voice cracked my ears, I just want to prove to you guys how cowardice. This guy, the Cork Patrick, came. You know what is called wimp? These are wimps. You know what I mean? They are licking Bob. I don't know what they are looking for. Like the man in Italy said, I don't know the kind of work he's doing, but he's making living. I don't want to get in people's personal life, but what I'm saying, this consigner, because my money is in this thing they are doing here. I know how much we contributed and pay into this particular BTV. We have the record. And because it was not said, because everybody was doing what they were asked to do. But now, the checkmate is here now to checkmate whatever they do. And I'm asking you, anybody contributing down on this, maybe, I don't know if you don't know what to do with your money, but the fact remains, it has nothing to profit IPOB and Biafra at large. Because you need to go back to the Biafra, so-called Radio Biafra that our leader established, the hollow platform that today they discredited. That's why they gave birth to Biafra Radio. So what are they going to talk about there? That's the exception of what they're saying now. Chidan Samuel couldn't show his face there. So how is he going to count? He's coming to TV. Have you ever had someone come to national television without showing their face? This is how you start. Somebody blank screen. This is how you showing the world that you want to run television station. How idiotically and mockery you guys are making. You're just making mockery of yourself. It's disgusting. I need to get away with this video because it's not why I'm here, but I just wanted to comment on it because I didn't say anything concerning it. Now, I need to go to let me go into the murderer himself. You know what I mean?
I think every 2 weeks he was pumping champagne when Mazen Namdekan was renditioned. You know, one thing is this.
Sorry, I made a mistake. Just 1 minute. Yeah, I'm just keep me enjoy the music for a minute. Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Involved. And after we publish their names, we don't give.
Now, some of you have forgotten, when the so-called even Sahara reporter carried it, that Jagaban said that the reason why they have no resistance is because of Hope Uzodinma. All these things are getting it. We understand all this. None of these people are holding our leader. They're just trying to create some pandemonium, which that's what they told them to say. Now, the so-called state governorship election has come and gone. I hope every one of you remember the threat that this guy was on Radio Biafra, even mentioning INEC. Now, those are saying no election in Biafra land. That's why I said, you don't repeat what has been done before. If you don't have a vision or you don't have a mandate, you don't have a blueprint, all you need to do is shut your mouth. Because when we started no election in Biafra land, there's a significant, and it was yielding result. It's for a reason. We are not there to disrupt any democratic setting, but we want to make our case heard. All we are asking for is to give us that opportunity to be able to decide who and how we want to be governed. Now, all this whole thing is because they have now thinking now they have project themselves as the pressure group, because now they got dead man's sword. They can threaten people and kill people. All this noise has come and gone. Imo State, even Hope Uzodinma have it on tape saying God gave it to him. Who thinks he's going to allow this opportunity to pass him by? I'm not looking to that guy because I know he's a clown. They all will have their days. But for some of you that your brain is not functioning, this animal, China Sanwo-Olu and Chikedozem, all these people, what they do now is that they project, they're using IPOB now to being what they do. They are like a pressure group. But most of all these people already have understood who they are, so they become irrelevant because they don't possess any power. No, they don't possess any power. After all their noise, the election is regal. If people voted, I'm not interested. Hope is still there. But he came to the Biafra telling the world that IPOB is the one pursuing the INEC officials. How can you make that statement and you're attributing to IPOB that our leader is leading and is in the SS dungeon? Because everything they are doing today, they know. If Mazen can come out today, where is China Sanwo-Olu going to be and Chikedozem? That's it. Because they know their position. He cried that cry in one of these videos, which I'm going to play. But I want to remind you that this election has come and gone because they were panting, because they were requesting for their own fund. Probably Hope Uzodinma doesn't want to give them any money. They are threatening, but at the end of the day, what they are threatening got to do. Where are they today? Let's listen, because sometimes they speak, they forget. But all these things, and talking about Hope Uzodinma, China Sanwo-Olu owns a hotel in where. How did he get it? It's from the same $9 million he's telling us when they said he had a hotel. It was during this time was rendition in Ebonyi State. All of us, we are saying, all of us, we are the people defending this animal. But today, we have it unknown. Owerri got a hotel in Owerri. He has in Ebonyi State. It's a fact. Where did he get the money from? Every single politician now, what they do, they went from back and collecting money. Soludo knows all this, and that's why all these people, they don't take them serious anymore. They know. When Soludo told them that without Mazen Nankan, they won't have a everlasting peace, all of them gone against him, including a Joffo. Listen, where he's threatening people that are doing their work on the guise of IPOB.
Night or Radio Biafra, because they are the ones who are already putting the results down. They are all involved. And after we publish their names, we don't give a damn. not IPOB. We are.
I hope you guys listen. For those that are not listening here, it will say it's threatening INEC is going to publish their name, which they did. Let them know who are those that are pursuing them. That's a threat. I have spoke about this before, the distinction. Mentioning IPOB because IPOB, so far as IPOB is concerned, the supremacy of the regional people of Biafra is Mazen and nobody else. Illegally, worldwide. So when you're making this kind of assertion, all you're doing is behind bars, in dungeon, and he's still asking question, who sold Mazen for $9 million? Isn't it appalling?
The one pursuing them because they have become instructors everywhere. Then you come as they are killing their remnants in Imo State, the military, because everybody has borrowed it. All the criminal and militia groups, both the security operatives, they have all their borrow pits. It is a tradition for them in Imo State.
Like I said, anything China Sanwo-Olu says is what he's doing because the Borough Pit, he must have his own, I say in Imo State, because him himself is involved in killing. You know, we're not going to talk about how many IPOB, the one that happened in Aba was open. Everybody can attest to that. Because the money they so Fendi with, they got it from Italy, which will have the record, including the account they paid their money to. They told them they have a project. But this is how they go. They go through behind Madam Nenyanya. But he knew that he had no business with finance, which I'm going to play a chunk of it here. But they will go back and threatening coordinator. The same thing I had with them here. We did fundraising, and I told them I'm not paying that money into any fraudulent account. I will pay that money to the official account given by IPOB head of finance. To hell with all of you. Damn the consequences. They are all these are morons. Who the heck do you think you are? Did I join IPOB because of you? Or I don't know my left from my right. I knew the code of conduct. I knew who I had his voice before I joined. I don't nobody no apology till tomorrow morning. And I stand on my ground. And that is what you guys are on helter skelter. It's on record. Borough Pity have yours because you murdered so many people. That is why. You're in a killing business. What did you do? Create? How many squad have you created? Where are they today?
They are all connected. You come to Ihiala. I'm talking so that the military there, we know. We have the picture. So, the Borough Pit. We don't care. If you go to at the back of, what they call it, at the back of this secondary school in Ihiala, there is a secondary school in Ihiala. What's the name of that secondary school? Let me come. I don't want to forget the name of that secondary school, please. They call it Abbott Boys Secondary School, Ihiala. Abbott Boys Secondary School in Ihiala. The military is in front of that place. And at the back of Abbott Secondary School, Ihiala, the military themselves have a, but I will put it out there so that our people will know. Because it's still hope. They had this meeting since December 2022 in the home of one Ebuku. They call him Izuchukwu Ibibe. He was the one that hosted this meeting.
The fact is that the threat he made to INEC officials, involving IPOB there, the election has come and gone. All the threat, what is it tantamount to? To implicate Mazen Nandekano more. If there's anything, Onyendu have no case to answer. And Onyendu have made it emphatically clear, legally, with our special counsel, to the whole world, his stand in what is happening in Biafra land. But they still want to associate their criminality with our leader. I'm going to let this voice go before I go into the next voice. The question still remains, who sold Mazen Namdekano for $9 million? That is the question. And the primary negotiator is the Festus China Sanwo-Olu. And as you can see, Chike Doziem went to Tanzania. Literally, probably went to Tanzania, probably go to Kenya as well, because Kenya and Tanzania have, that's why he landed, like when you want to go to zoo, you don't want to go to zoo directly, you can go to Cotonou, from Cotonou, now you're going to zoo. So he must visited Kenya as much as he landed in Tanzania. But I think when you show that picture, some of you clapped. Some of you are confused because you don't think. Subconsciously, don't think. What is he doing in Tanzania? What business said diplomatic? Diplomatic what? East Africa sold Onyendu, our leader today. East Africa kept our leader where it is. Anything that happened in that soil, the soil shouldn't have any contact with it. But if it's there, that means there's something going on. And it's not diplomatic. It is their criminality that he went to supervise. Let's listen to this voice. I think I'm going to pick up one or two things from here.
There are certain things we can never show to the public because pumping champagne. Hope Uzodinma used to have government meetings, I think every 2 weeks. He was pumping champagne when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was renditioned. You know, one thing is this. There are certain things we can never show to the public because if you show it to the public, you endanger your sympathizers. Because at the end of the day,
the truth about this matter is that there's nobody sympathizing for Chinua Sanwo-Olu. Chinua Sanwo-Olu is part of whatever Hope Uzodinma is doing. I want to be clear here. He has got no insider or sympathizer within Hope Uzodinma enclave because he's part of them. Because at the end of the day, all the Chinua Sanwo-Olu is saying, telling you that Hope Uzodinma was popping champagne the day Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, and the pictures, including all these people, they mentioned their name, and your sympathizer told you all these things, and he did not tell Biafrans. I don't know if he said the day Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, the day Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, which he said he didn't know, he was popping champagne. So, and he knew that he was kidnapped, but he didn't tell anybody. I want you to listen to this again, please. It's very important. We listen to this again. Listen to this.
Government meetings, I think every 2 weeks, he was pumping champagne when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was renditioned. You know, one thing is this. There are certain things we can never show to the public because if you show it to the public, you endanger your sympathizers. Because at the end of the day, they will found the person. They may notice the person with his voice.
The fact remains that, like I said, I repeat again, he has no sympathizer. The day Onyendu was renditioned, he was popping champagne, he says. But like I said, he has got no clue or any insider within Hope Uzodinma. He's part of Hope Uzodinma camp. And I'll stop it there.
Like we used to get people also, and they will kill the person. And tomorrow, nobody will give you information.
Yeah, because the way we have killed a lot of people, just like Akwara women, you see, now, this is where when we saying things, people don't understand. The reason Chinua Sanwo-Olu killed over 50 to 60 men, and a whole lot of them today, probably the zoos holding them, is because of Akwara women. Because of so many things the guy knew that have come by. Because what they do is that when they use you, at the end of the day, when they're tired of using you, they're going to kill you on cause of that, whatever crime you committed or you've been dealing with them with. Akwara Mende was a principal servant. His Abia State, I think Abia State coordinator. That was his position. So he knew a lot what they have done within the state because he's in charge. So that was what prompted them. They set the guy up and they murdered him in a cold blood because they make sure that the sniper took him down And they killed so many men because of that, just like what he's telling you now. So he's in the business of killing people. He said somebody is sent to Kenya. Onyenuke has died. But he never mentioned the person's name. So who is this person? That was all you need to know. But let's listen. We're asking this question, very important, that we know.
Celebrated. They were pumping champagne in Ikonso's house in Imo State. Hope was on them mind. I'm not telling you, I quote me anywhere that Tina Saworu said this. In that place is where they discuss who brought the balance money. Yes, Onwike brought the balance money, and some businessmen in Anambra, they brought the money to complete the $9 million. And this is the person. Tomorrow, those criminals, using Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's name, doing everything, they are also working with him. Because it's all about money. As we are talking this night, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and all this, if people found out, any group of people that want to destroy Chike Doziem, China Saworu, and the GOS, the siblings of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will give them 100% support. Whether, do you understand me? The hatred, because of what they feel they are gaining. We are not here for that. Now, they put all this in it.
It's very pathetic where this guy is making reference. This is what you do. You live on blackmailing people. What is Mazen Nnamdi Kanu gaining? I keep on saying this. If Mazen Nnamdi Kanu family for anything wanted money, we wouldn't be talking about Biafra now. They wouldn't let their two parents die in the course of this journey. They don't need to do all of this. Even when they came out from prison, when they gave me Stingian Bell, all Jews went to their home and begged the two parents. And they told him he's on camera. So, wretched animal like you, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu give you position. Now you made your sister Riazin. You guys concocted your sister as a a liaison officer in Germany, in Italy. The vampire in Italy. What are they getting? What are they going to gain to compare to their two parents? You can't show your face and talking about gain. What are they gaining to compare to two parents? A king, for that matter. You riffraff. It's exactly what you are projecting, what you do. Because if you are not getting anything, that's why we never know that people were getting anything from IPOB. We were contributing with all our heart, doing everything we are doing. Some people came to take. We came to give. That is what we sworn an oath to do. If Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will sleep in street of London because of Radio Biafra, that you are in today, calling people's name and killing them from his pocket, then who dare you talk about gaining? Kanu was with Onyendu in UK here. So far at the same time, they were working honestly with their own personal money. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu slept in his car, in Tesco car park in this country because of Radio Biafra. You have the term to talk about gaining. Two parents died talking about gaining. Are you that daft? Italy now is exposing what you want to do. You left Kuwait where you are and you're going to Italy. What are you doing in Italy to go and defend Chidinma Nworo? If you're not getting anything today you guys are paying €670 in the name of you have BTV office, Reason office. Who are you Reason? That you're paying €670 monthly. Wasted money. Wasted resource. The project you guys went to Italy, the money you took to go and sew Fendi, all of them are projects. You guys will. That's the problem between Madam Nenyanya and Chike Doziem. When you ask for money, can you give us? You can't in any sector in this world. Whenever you want to go to commercial, you need to get your facts right in detail. So they have to reevaluate it and approve it. Have a record of what you use that money for, and you bring back receipt of that money. That the money went to the appropriate quarter. Because you people have the tendency of stealing. That's why you're going around and asking, how is Madam Nenyanya moving money? It is not your duty to know how Madam Anya move money, which you Chidan Saworu confessed here. But the other way around, or you have worked tirelessly with Chikedozium to make sure you guys crumble IPOB. All the money you guys have embezzled, what have you done with it? It's quite disheartening that you guys, we are the real vultures, the enemy at the gate that we have. Yunzunumike said he went to marry. He was using our office in Germany to pack Tokumbo is sending all this old property that he's sending to his sister in the zoo. This is people we are doing freedom fighting with. Living in our office in Germany. Because you guys are the one getting. Nobody's getting. It's you.
Staff the leadership money so that we struggle, keep the struggle alive. Maybe Chikedozium, when Mazin Namdekanu will finally come out, they say, oh, this leadership, they didn't do anything. What did they do? Mazin Namdekanu. So that
only that, of course, you know what's happening. You see the cry is cry. This is his last broadcast. This is his cry. They know what they're gonna face. And that's why you see them now, they're saying, oh, Onyendu is accusing the zoo that they want to hold him, they want to hold Onyendu perpetually. All these things are lies. Because that's their wish. They have cried Onyendu is going to die. They're going to kill Onyendu. It didn't work. He's crying here. He knows already. They know their position. Are they going to come out and say that they get message from Mars and Narikano? From whom? They can say that. Onyendu don't have any business with this individual. These are a bunch of criminals. So some of you that are deceiving yourself with leadership, which leadership? Who made you leadership? What are you leading? Very, very important.
As the Carlo comes out, he said, okay, these people, you don't do anything. These people, you don't, do you understand me? He came out as somebody who came to unify all the rubbish they have scattered.
You see how the guy is dabbling with talk. Onyendu will come out to come and unify. Do you listen to what he's saying? I don't even think the guy knows what he's talking about. Just listen to this guy. I don't know what he's smoking. I don't know exactly what is he on. Or is it the blood of people that he murdered that is he always making him talk unguardedly? Onyendu is gonna come out to do what? You, China Samolu. If people like Omio couldn't get access to Onyendu, who are you? I don't understand. I don't get it. You might mess with them. They couldn't. Talk less of you, nitwit.
Everywhere. Every rubbish they have scattered. That is what all their game is all about. They intentionally starve the leadership money. Every one of you have seen it. Have you people seen the leadership?
It says starve money. They destroyed IPOB finance because they started it with, when they started this whole thing, Chikedozium was on the ground walking. Do you know what he was doing? They used the useless, jobless fool that lives in the zoo, the guy that was meant to travel even through the Mediterranean Sea, and he ended up in Senegambia, went back, said he came back because of Onyendu. Started accusing Madam Nenya, they have document. It was document. They carried vigorously attack on our finance. That is why the position we are here today, they cost it. All our accounts, including the one in Germany, they went in there and caused fraud because Chikedozium, including China Sanworu, including all these are petty 419, all these are who push them, my brother, all these are Ibu Alaji. This is what they do. These are old cargoes. You know how to manipulate account, but we're gonna get there. So at the end of the day, who is stabbing who with fund? What are you doing with the fund? How many times have you paid lawyer? Even the Zekome, it was the Italian family, they paid $80,000. That's what the Zekome was paid. The Zekome was paid $80,000. The Italian family was people that paid that money to him. The records are there. Very, very important. Who is stabbing who with fund?
Making any fundraising. But immediately, the leadership authorized the people in America to raise some funds for the ESN and diplomatic. Have you seen it? Have you seen the sibling of Mazen Namdekano? He set up his own fundraising. Now he says he's representative of Mazen Namdekano. This is what we are passing through in this struggle. For me.
Okay, it's very important because we need to continue. Now, I just want to, the whole truth is that they run out of gas. The question we're asking is, who sold Mazen Namdekano? The same man that he had his voice told us that Onyendu was sold for $9 million US, told us how the money was shared. And there's a particular, let me see if I can finish up this before I play the where he commented about finance before I close this program.
With the chairman of the village, Amadaba village, Victor Ibe.
Okay, now the finance is talking about
international.
Next is. You still have another question.
This is some of his pictures that we just unveiled. There's so many of him. Like I said, China Samolu can run, but he can't hide. Look at the animal here. This is baboon. This is some of his pictures, So we got so many of his pictures out now. So like I said, his miserable sister lives in Italy. Anybody in this one, like I said, once you live in a grass house, don't throw stone. It's very important because it's just a matter of time. Now, this is about China Sanwo-Olu free flap on the IPOB head of finance. This animal here lives in Kuwait. The whole Middle East contribute nothing to IPOB till tomorrow morning. They don't contribute any money. They tell you that they cannot move money, but people travel, people do business in Dubai. You live in Kuwait. But I started going to Dubai. I started going to Dubai, if I'm not mistaken, I think 2003 or so, if I'm not mistaken. I started visiting Dubai. Now, he contributed nothing. I want you to hear where China Sanwo-Olu get the grudge he has against Mazen Namdekano. When we talk about who stole Onyendu, I remember when Onyendu went to Kuwait 2015 when he was toying. This animal hosted him, but there was no picture because he was on radio. There wasn't Facebook Live, Listen.
We have to wait on you. Yes. Please be fast. Be fast. What difference between Neneanya and those they have already served? That's my last question. Okay.
So what's the difference
between Neneanya and those that they sacked? And those that the leadership has sacked or expelled.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mazi, let me tell you something. In IPOB, we don't believe, one thing is that we don't believe in, just because you accuse somebody, or there is nobody in IPOB, even me, if I do something wrong, do you understand me? I don't know, many of you don't know, I have been suspended in IPOB.
He said many of you don't know. Nobody know because you're nobody. Why would we know? You cannot cough. He said, maybe you don't know. Who knows you? Nobody knows who you are, my brother. You are nobody. You're nobody. That's why nobody knows. And who cares? What do you do pass order? Do you question it? Of course not. But you're taking toll on him because he's in GSS dungeon. He just said it. Nobody needs to know. Because they're not. And they must carry it. There's no question about this IPOB for you. If you don't like it, you jump off the ball.
Before. I don't know, many of you don't know this. Mazen Namdekano asked Mazi Chike Doziem, I have been suspended in IPOB DOS before by Mazen Namdekano through Mazi Chike Doziem. Many of you don't know that.
Do you see now? Do you see how diligent our leader is? Mazen Namdekano remain spotless in life. He followed due process because he practiced what he preached. Onyendu did not suspend him, but Onyendu suspended him through those above him who's supposed to suspend him because Chikedozem is the head of the Directorate of State. Now, this animal found one thing because he couldn't deliver Kuwait, neither the Middle East himself. Onyendu suspended him through the appropriate channel. Since he's talking here just to make himself relevant. No, you were suspended. Don't say the kind told him to suspend you. You were suspended because you wasn't doing what you're supposed to do. That is fact of life. But he's talking to Jonathan because Jonathan is a baboon. You see him shouting like people that talk too much are empty vessels. The loudest person that makes the biggest noise is very, very empty. He's barking like a mad dog. Think there's anything he can offer. These are wimps. They can't show their faces. If you can show your face, show us who you are. But you wouldn't.
Did anybody hear the voice? There was a reason that Middle East at that time were delaying in limiting their money because they were having challenges of limiting money from the Middle East. Even till today. And Onyendu suspended me. Ask Mazi Chikedozian. So if I had me, the people you sack, the person you are calling, forget about assumption. Onyendu is there. When the time comes, I am not in the financial department, and I'm not believing anything somebody is saying. If Onyendu comes out, there is need, or if Nendayanya.
Do you see it? This is the time when they are still not sure of our leader. I see how he was talking then. He was making a little bit of sense because he were not meant to get involved in finance. And they know that Onyendu is there. Even Chikedozium said the same thing when Omada Highway called him. That Onyendu has not given him any order. But after that guidance principle I read to you was what, because Chikedozium was, Maraboyibo push Chikedozium is in that document. That document is about 26 pages. For Chikedozium to use our letter heading, approve her. Chikedozium refused. Before now, a job for writer particular thing now they use. I just put IPOB. That's not our official logo. To write that, concord that rubbish. But you can see here he was talking here because you know where he's supposed to step his foot. And when it comes to finance, I will argue about this all the time. Madam Nenya does not answerable to Chikedozium. Both of them are directors both of them are heads in their own positions. Chikedozium is head of the United of State. Madam Nenya is head of finance. And we have our screen leader, Mazen Nankan. They both of them answerable to Onyendu direct, but both of them have to work as a unit. That's the reason why when Chikedozium requested for money, and I'm going to ask him to give account of the money, Chikedozium wouldn't do it. Even the Italian people have confirmed it. So you can hear him here. Well, then he wasn't talking the way he was talking, but today is a different ball game because they have written Onyendu off. But it's important. The reason why I'm playing this, I just want to hear a couple of things before I will stop this and end this program.
Is this a danger? People can have their disgrunts against somebody or this thing. That is also we allow people for you. You may be taking it, sack this person. It is the Biafran people. When there are some, put in your mind also, there are some sensitive positions in IPOB. You have to recognize that. You have to recognize that. This is somebody holding the finance of IPOB worldwide. There are something I don't know. I have been in IPOB. They never talk about finance for IPOB before. Even till this time, I don't want to be even involved. So,
did you hear it? Because you're not you don't have no business with finance. But today you are now one of the finance officers. I will stop it here. I will continue with this matter with the Italian family tomorrow. And I will stop it here. Tonight is being significant again. Today is the 003 episodes of this Who Sold Mazen Nnamdi Kanu for $9 million. As we have played a couple of voices and with evidence, we always bring evidence with us. And the question will still reverberate because we will not put our guards down as they have opened door. And all the wishes they wish Onyendu is war will come back to all of them. Now they're perpetrating and they're propagating some lies about what Onyendu is. I don't know where they had that from because they don't have any contact with Onyendu. They don't get message from our leader. Where was the last time you hear Mr. Carroll writing an episode? Because he's sacked. You know, he's a criminal. Joffrey is a criminal. Ezekome collected $80,000 from IPOB. He did nothing. He went to collect an award. All this is after recommendation because they're looking for lead counsel. They share the money with Ejiofor. But, you know, Chukwuka Abiyama will do what you say he would do. That's all I have to say. But the question will still reverberate. Who sold Mazen Nnamdi Kanu for $9 million? Chinasa Nworu and his household are one of the fundamental people we need to be asking this question because they know what happened to our leader. They are the people that sold Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. They told us how much they sold Onyendu. As you can see, Chinasa Nworu, there was got so many pictures of him. This is his sister, the infiltrator herself. You know, I don't want to talk about her. The Italian, tomorrow, there's so much. Well, there's another voice again we'll have to deal with tomorrow. So, like I said, this program is specifically on a fundamental question. Who sold Mazen Nnamdi Kanu for $9 million? Fellow comrades and lovers of freedom, I want you to be the judge. Because at the end of the day, all this evidence we are building here is what is going to use against those that perpetrated this crime. Because our generation unborn are going to read this as a history. It is not for prejudice. There's nothing, you know, personal about this, but this is fact. And that's why we fact check everything we say before we say them. And I thank every single one of you that have listened to the sound of my voice this night. May Chukwuka Abiyama continue to guide and bless every single one of us. And I will give you the word of our leader one more time, and I will let you guys continue to be in the spirit. And I encourage every single one of us to continue. Today is the 8th day of November, year of our Lord 2023. And it's 2 minutes on top of the hour here in United Kingdom, which is 2 minutes past 10 p.m. here and 2 minutes past 11 p.m. in the Holy Land of Biafra. Like I said, we sincerely apologize for all these unforeseen circumstances, some technical hitches we encountered this evening. Without further ado, today is a wonderful day, and tonight I have the whole Italian IPOB Italian ESCO with me here in the studio. Tonight, this program is dedicated to the Italians. This is very significant for IPOB worldwide. As we go forward with Italy, the same thing we follow suit in other countries, because I think it's time to us to lay things to bear. As some of you are aware this evening, our head of finance was on air, and tonight we continue from where she stopped. The teams I have here tonight are definitely the Italian financial team are going to give Biafrans what they have been looking for all this while. My names I still remember as George Chukwume. I reside here in United Kingdom, and I will bring them in for them to introduce themselves. So I will bring them in for them to introduce themselves. So Maze Oglo, can you please introduce yourself to Biafrans? Maze Oglo, if you can hear me, please introduce yourself.
Maze, yeah, are you hearing me, Maze?
Yes, I'm hearing you loud and clear.
Can you hear me, Maze, please?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Good evening, fellow Biafrans. Good evening. Okay. Good evening, fellow Biafrans. Good evening, lovers of freedom. Today is the day we mapped out to tell the whole world, the whole Biafrans around the world, what is exactly transpired in Italy. But before then, my name is Mazi Romanus Obichukwu Kamado Ogro. I reside here in Italy. I'm a national coordinator of Italy under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Notwithstanding, we apologize because of technical issues we have. And as we are Biafra, going to surrender. That's why we fought every possible means to make sure that this program hosts this night. Of course, as we all know, his episode today is episode 001. Depends when it ends as well on Sunday. Let me pause it there and allow others to introduce themselves. Thank you and God bless.
Yeah, Mazi Ekezie, please introduce yourself to Biafrans. Oh, sorry. It's Maz Ephraim, sorry, because it's by hierarchical. We call by hierarchy, sorry. So Maz Ephraim, go on, please.
Good evening, Biafrans. Am I coming out?
Yeah, loud and clear, please.
Good evening, Biafrans. First of all, I will also add my voice in apologizing for us coming late due to technical issues. And my name is Ephraim Okechukwu Ugu, the National Financial Secretary, IPOB Italy. Thank you.
Yeah, and then Mazi Ekezie, please go on.
Good evening, fellow Biafrans and lovers of freedom. Good morning, good afternoon, depending your time zones. My name is Chukwuma Ekezie, the National Treasurer of IPOP here in Italy.
Yeah, thank you very much. Fellow comrade, welcome guys tonight. Like I said, I wouldn't say there's a couple of things I wanted to do the monologue, but I wouldn't be able to do it. So tonight is dedicated to Italy family, and you guys are here. So and my question tonight is this: we are embarking upon expositions of the cabal within DOS and Italy IPOB families. And tonight, you guys have chosen that we'll start with the finance, as our head of finance was earlier on Biafra Radio. And this is Biafra Alpha Power Media for avoidance of doubt. There's a distinction between Alpha Power Media and Biafra Radio. Now, tonight, Maz Ogro, as the national coordinator, can we talk about finance? Because as we were listening to our head of finance, there's a lot I've said tonight, and probably I will reiterate, I will take some words from it. You know, there's so many flyers making around, and the specific one, and I think you guys were aware of the sham BTV they opened in Italy. So I have that video here. I don't know how you guys want us to go about this. You want me to play that video before you guys will embark upon what you have to say, or do you want to go on first to start elaborating, or we'll play that video at the end of the program? Then the Biafrans we see as well. So Mazi, as the national coordinator, the boys in your court, how do you want us to go about it? Mazoglu, are you there?
Yeah, Mazi, I think we have to move on. Yes, are you hearing me?
Yes, go on, please.
Mazi, are you hearing me?
Yes, Maz, I'm hearing you. I think you need an earpiece, okay, you know, because you're far away from your laptop.
I think we have to move on with the finance. Maybe at the end of the audio. I think it's better like that.
Okay, Maz Ephraim, as the IPOB Italian National Financial Secretary, please, can you elaborate on, you know, we have to start because this episode is the episode 001, so we have loads of time. So we don't want to rush this program. This program is not in any shape or to victimize anybody or prejudice, but this is the ordeals that IPOB worldwide have encountered. We have gone through this in 2015, 16, 17, and now we are here. So, Mazi Frem, I think you have to take the stage first to tell us where we're standing at this point in time before we get to for the national treasurer as well. Thank you.
All right, Biafrans. So we thought it's wise that it's time for us to come out and tell Biafrans what happened in Italy. What happened in Italy, how the cabals, the enemies of this struggle, they came into Italy to destroy Italy. So when they have already hijacked our account in Italy, when they came, they did everything possible to get into the account. And these cabals, they have hijacked it, the money in it, how they have been spending it, which the spending has nothing to do with the struggle. It's not personal something they are using the money for. Even the fundraising they are doing in Italy, all the money they get is for their personal reasons. So we thought it's wise, it's time. Since the head of finance has already come out, start talking about the problem we had here in Italy, she was asked to start it then. We follow up. So we want to start it now, to piece by piece, explaining to IPOB worldwide what happened in Italy, what they did.
Okay, Mazi Prem, I don't want to cut you because I don't want you to say things. There's a very important point that he made. He said hijacked, because I for one was paying money in Italian account, and the Italian account was significantly to IPOB as we use it as our welfare account, if I'm not mistaken. We were transferring money there. When he say hijack, what does that mean? Can you explain that word? Because it's very vital to understand what he said when he said hijacked.
What I mean is that there is a group of people, some coordinators, which they have a leader. Their leader is Chidima Nworu. We see her as the mother of Chinasa Nworu, the old witch. She's an old witch. She's the one controlling these people. She is the one leading them. This is a group of people organized by Chike Dozim, Osinagbaim, and Chinasa Nworu, and Uzurumike. They came together and hijacked our account. They went with whatever they went to the bank and everywhere, and changed names of those people that are signatory to the account. They changed everything, and now they are the one running the account. So when I mean hijacked, they fraudulently went into the account, hijacked it, and took everything. So they are the one.
That's massive. I mean, what do you mean? Because we see this, like when you see the people doing all this 419 online, that's kind of the thing. You see this scenario happen. Somebody going into the account. Does it mean that is there anybody that is signatory to the account that is involved in this within Italy? Is there anyone that is signatory? Because I don't know how the law function in Italy. Someone to have access in an account that you're not signatory to, right? Does it mean there's because I know when you open an account, organization of account, there's a bunch of people that sign. So maybe one person can be signed. I don't know how it works, because when we're saying this, we need to at least elaborate a little bit so people that were not there can understand. Does it mean there's someone that within you guys that involved that actually gave them access by using their signature to get to this account? Is that what it meant? Because this is a fraudulent, this is a criminal, it's an offense. This is a pure fraud. Yeah? So, but does it mean that somebody that is involved within IPOB, maybe a principal servant that were signatory to this, that actually aided them to be able to do what they did? Is that what you're telling us?
The people that did it, how they did it, we are still investigating to get to the root of it.
Okay.
we are going to get to it because the three of us, I, the national and the treasurer, we are the only people that have signatory to the account.
Okay.
Which we are the only people who have access to the account. So these people are criminals. The way they went into the account is just a criminal way, and they have given a bad name to this struggle here in Italy. And they don't know it. They have stained this struggle in Italy very, very bad. And they don't know it until when they do. So I would like to still give time to the treasurer of the national, because he himself, he can still elaborate on this, say something on it, because we don't have much time right now. So I will give him some time, then he will still say something on it, then even the national coordinator. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Mazi Chukuma Ezekiel, over to you, sir, the financial treasurer. There.
Mazi. I can say this thing started, this issue of hijacking Italian IPOP account started on 7th of February 2023, when Chike Doziem Nzurumike and Austin Abanyum called all the coordinators in Italy, including our national coordinator, that there is a money sent from Germany. You know, we have two accounts here in Italy. One is relief account and one is national account. The one relief account is the one authorized by Onyendu to open in Italy through our head of finance, which every coordinator, every European national coordinator and zonal coordinators are paying money into that one, that relief account. Then it happened on 7th of February when Chike Deziem and his group, Nzurumika and Abane, called all the coordinators and start asking us that there is a money sent from Germany to Italy into someone's account. Everybody told him that no one received any money into his personal account. Maybe the money was paid into our account in relief, but they didn't know they actually placed the money was paid in. When they asked all the coordinators, none was giving them the actual request they needed. Then what Chike Dozem told us in that meeting that day, that they penetrated into German account, talk less of the one in Italy. They will most surely know where the money was paid in. This is the comment of Chike Dozem on that 7th February 2023, that they penetrated into German account, talk less of the one in Italy. Then, after a week, we were called, but we want to transfer money from that account because that relief account, we can't, according to the condition they give to us, the day we open that account, that we can't transfer out of the country. Then only what we did is, whenever we want to do transfer, we need to transfer that money into our national account before transferring the money outside, based on direction of our head of finance. So it happened on February. We want to do transfer, but we couldn't make it. Then I send our national coordinator that look at what is happening. I can't transfer any longer into that relief account. Then our national coordinator went to the bank and asked them what is going on. They said there is problem. I said, we asked, what problem is that? They say we cannot withdraw any money longer. There is problem from the head office. Then we told them that we are the signatory to this account. What is the problem? They said they require the old document or the whole document we used to open that account. Then we went that day with the document we used to open account. It remains one, our national, maybe he forgot it at the house. Then they say we cannot withdraw that day. We can't do anything unless we provide the whole document. Then the next day, we went there with the whole document. They then say they will transfer the money. Where would we want the money to be transferred?